everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alandris, and today I will do a short video to introduce you the new patch who has been released yesterday, one day late than the first purpose, but it's not a problem. This patch is really interesting, and I want to show you in detail what's happened in this patch, and I will also give you some hint for the new feature who has been introduced yesterday. So it's now the presentation of the patch of 12 October. This patch is really interesting because some features we are waiting for a long time. First of all, for sure, the War of Gods. I spoke about these features in the past from the server test. It's something that a lot of players was waiting for a long time, and I think it's a really nice feature, probably the best feature in the game actually. Second point, legendary crest for Frost Mage and Ninja Assassin. I will show you in detail what will be the new legendary skill for these two heroes and the item for Ninja Assassin. I still don't have the item for Frost Mage, so I can't show you what will be. And the improvement really good too, because some red one gear are now available in Crusade Shop, Arena Shop, Grand Arena Shop and Guild Shop. Especially for all players like me, it's a really good point. We can discuss about the fact that it will be good or not, because some players stack a lot of points. They decided to do that. The items are really expensive for some of them. I will show you some example. So even if you have crazy consistency of points in this shop, you will not be able to buy as much as you want all the items of the game, but it's plus for sure. Grand Arena Shop and Guild Shop has now 24 slots. We don't care, but it's interesting. And they fixed one bug with Ultimate of Fairy Forest, who called battle result errors. In fact, it's nothing crazy. When she was doing her ultimate, the result in the sheet about damage was wrong. So it's not a revolution for this point. So first of all, I will show you the two new legendary heroes.
To follow the path of shadow is to be forever alone.
Let's begin to have a look on Ninja Assassin. Like we know, a lot of players was waiting this character as legendary, because actually his main problem is his survivability, and this legendary skill can solve the problem. I'm still not sure because I didn't test, but it can solve the problem. If we have a look, first of all on his item, we can see agility plus 30, attack damage plus 90, HP plus 1200 and magical resistance plus 15. It's a little detail, but why not? The good point is for sure attack damage, because when this item will be 5 stars enchanted, we will have something like 200 damage, and maximum HP like 3000 HP. So it's not bad for one item with a pretty fast to craft, because I already in today have 27 on 16. You have 2 stages. If you refresh a little till 100, it's what I'm doing. I've stopped when it begins to cost 100. You can reach the legendary skill in 5-6 days maximum. Not the legendary skill, sorry, the item, and after begins the second part of the quest. The legendary skill is there, so it's a shield of guard. When you are reading, when casting second skill, Hanzo will grant himself a shield that absorbs incoming damage. It's really nice on the paper, but not so much. I explain myself. Now the problem of Ninja Assassin: he charges energy, he begins his ultimate, he go on the backline and he die, because it's other side, it's Imperial Executioner who will one-shot him, it's a Witch who will one-shot him, it's every solution who are in the backline who will one-shot him. He can be used against Tarot Prophet, he can be used against Puppet Master, okay, it's possible. I don't tell that he's totally useless, but it's not a crazy good choice actually, and I'm not sure that a shield who will be there after the second skill will change something, because as far as he will ultimate, he will not cast his second skill. So we will see in fact if it changed something or not, but I'm not sure really about it. And last question is about the amount of the shield. till now, I don't know. If it's like Dwarf Warrior, it can be crazy interesting. A shield 8,000 or 11,000, I don't remember, incoming damage. It's nice, and it will give him the time perhaps to begin his ultimate and still have the shield. In this case, it will change a lot, or it will be 2,000-3,000 damage shield, and in this case, it will be quite useless, and we will remember only about his item. It's all for Ninja. Let's now focus Frost Mage.
I serve the cold ones who sleep beyond time and space.
For Frost Mage, I can't show you directly his item on the game because I can't unlock in the same time 2 legendary crests, so I will use the website Hcharge.tk, who is really good, and that advice for all players to go, because you have a ton of information, you have table, and you have all really good points. You can check if your hero, when they are upgrades, they are better or not. It's really interesting. Go on this site and you will see by yourself. So if we are checking the item, we can see that intelligence plus 30, maximum HP plus 1200, sorry, magical power nearly plus 200, and magical critic plus 60. So it's not bad item. Another time, Frost Mage is not a crazy tanky character, and 2000 HP more, it's a good point for her. If we are now interested about her legendary skill, we can check that her legendary skill is Devour. Helga devours a summoned unit or phantom to restore energy. It looks like nice. Another time we have a lot of interrogation. How many energy will be restored when she will do this skill? Second point, how much damage she will do with this skill. Perhaps it will be like Professional Killer. She will be able to kill even the golem of Disease Bringer, or perhaps she will be just able to kill some phantom. In the metagame, in the future metagame, I think this character will have some importance. Her damage was not bad in the past. Like you see, I'm still orange plus 2, so I didn't test so much this character. Even on test server, I didn't test her so much. But if her damage is still interesting and she's able to hit some clone and restores perhaps 60% of her energy bar, it will be really nice, because now you have a Rabbit, Claude Walker, even if he's not crazy used, but already a Rabbit, Ghost Knight, Fallen Dominion, or some heroes who are used a lot, especially in a Grand Tournament or in now in War of Gods. This hero will be helpful a lot. He will kill all image in one time, he will deal crazy AoE damage, and she will have the capacity of ultimate perhaps 3-4 times in the fight. I don't know, but for sure I'm interested to test her when I will reach her legendary skill. It will be the second one. Like you saw, I choose to do Ninja in the first time. So it's all for what they add like legendary character. I want now to show you what they add inside the shop.
Il est tout frais, mon poisson. Il frétille. Il est tout frais.
If you read in the patch note, you can have now the possibility to buy red and red one item in different shop of the game, excepted Grand Tournament shop and Soul shop. So I will show you the price and the shop that you can have. So in Guild shop, for example, you go in the down part, you have Ragged Sword. For me, it's cost 20,000. It's pretty high price. I'm not in emergency about this item, I have 2 in stock, so I will not buy right now. I'm waiting the 40% event. In every shop you have this. If we are going now in Arena shop for me I have a Holy Cudgel for 16,000 points. In Grand Arena shop, I have Frozen Stone for 18,000 points. And I will show you the Crusade shop to finish. In Crusade shop, I have even a complete red item, Raging Tide, for 50,000 points. So don't forget, I show you just before one site, Hcharge.tk. You have in this site the list of all items that you can get. Nearly, I think he's still missing some of them, and the price of them in according to every shop where they can be. So you can count when it will be 40% event, and you can do your market at this moment. You can see that even for me, who has a crazy high quantity of crusade points, and I already spent yesterday something like 250,000 points, I will not buy in one affinity of item. It's help for sure, and I'm happy that I can buy this item, but I'm limited by the price of 50,000, and it's nice because if the item was costing 5,000, I let you imagine how much I could buy. It's all for this point. Let's now see our main point for this update, the new feature, the War of the Gods. For today, I will not show you live fights. I will do it later, I promise, but for the moment I want to explain you how to think and how to be efficient in the War of God. First of all, you have to understand perfectly the metagame. If you don't know which team are good and which team are not good, if you don't have any idea about what is doing your opponent, you can't play like that, and the result will be the same. But in these features, it's a big difference because you see and you can decide in according to the picking which strategy you will do. So I will explain you. First of all, I pick Tarot Prophet. Why I pick Tarot Prophet first? Because it's a pick standard. I can do a Turtle Fighter team with him, I can do physical team with him, or I can do a counter for eventually Master Mage if my opponent is picking Master Mage. My opponent is picking Sorceress and Hidden Needle. In my head, I begin to think, okay, he's picking Sorceress and Hidden Needle, it will be probably Master Mage team, but I'm still not sure. So I pick Rose Fencer, who will counter 2 women, and I pick Oz, who is really nice against Master Mage because his first skill will slow down on all the battleground, and it will give time for Rabbit to drag one enemy. He pick 4 and 5, and now, 3 and 4, sorry, and now I'm sure absolutely that it's Master Mage team because Manipulator plus Lightbringer with these 2 heroes. If you don't put Master Mage, I don't understand this team, sorry. So for me, I will pick Evil Rabbit with the hard counter of the Master Mage team. It's work crazy good. You have more than 80% of win rate just by putting Evil Rabbit in all of your team. And I add Chemist who will help to burst the drag from Evil Rabbit. My opponent for sure is picking Master Mage, and he had Corrupted Angel as a 6th character, and I add Iron Hoof because if I lose one hero in this fight, Iron Hoof will come and will give me a shield, will help me a lot. So if we check now the replay, I want to show you what we have the slowdown, my Rabbit who is dragging a Manipulator. The fight is nearly over already, we can tell. Manipulator who is died. Now Master Mage will die, but my Rose Fencer is already full. I kill the rest of the team. It's nearly always like that. Even sometimes the enemy team success did one ultimate, but most of the time it's happened like that. You see, Sorceress will do her ultimate, okay. The fight, I will get some more damage, and it's over, even without substitution. This team is working really well. It's one example, it's not the only team who is working. You can have some bad surprise if your Evil Rabbit is dragging, for example, Lightbringer in the middle of your team. It's happened 20% of the time, and in this case, you will probably lose the fight. If we check the statistic of the fight, only his Sorceress did some damage, and the rest I was totally under control. Now, second fight. I know that my opponent has obligation to win this fight, and I know that in my heart we can tell that I have Turtle Fighter and he has 2 Turtle Fighter. So he will play Turtle Fighter in this round. It's an obligation because if he doesn't play the Turtle Fighter, he will probably lose the fight. So he begin to pick. He pick in first position Umberblade. I pick Corrupted Angel and Imperial Executioner. It's standard. I still don't know what I want to do, so I did 2 picks who are pretty good together. He's picking Vengeance Spirit and Puppet Master, so I begin to understand more or less that he won't play aggressive. I pick sorry, Death Voice and Amber Blade 2. And finally, to be sure of his victory, he picked Arcane Sapper and Turtle Fighter. At this moment, I could choose to pick Turtle Fighter 2 to counter, but it's not a good idea. It's better to pick one hero and one other hero. I will fight for sure, but I will probably lose this fight. I know it perfectly, but it's not important because I'm pretty sure that I will be 90% sure of the winning of the last fight. So I give him this fight. I tell, take it, you use Turtle Fighter and Arcane Sapper. It's perfect. Let's see the fight. You saw already the result, but I can show you how it was working. In this position, I have nearly no chance of win. And my co-opted angel didn't want to ultimate. Deserlicant was a crazy bad choice as substitution. I prefer to tell you, don't do it, because he comes in the game full of energy but full life. So he does his ultimate and he doesn't do any damage or any sufficient damage to be interesting. So it's really bad idea. Don't copy this part. It was not important. In my thinking, I knew already which third team I want to do, and I didn't need Lican. That's why I played with him. So, like you saw, I lost. Crazy lost, Evan, we can tell. And now about the last fight. So I'll show you the statistic of the fight. Not crazy interesting for sure. Most interesting, it's how is going the picking. Last match, it's me who begin. I begin by Sorceress, because I know that my opponent doesn't have Sorceress and doesn't have Turtle Fighter, so he will be in the obligation of receiving all damage in the face. He is picking Tarot Prophet and Rose Fencer because he wants to try to counter the woman. I pick for sure Turtle Fighter and Griffin to push even more the enemy in the back lane. He begins to pick Ghost Knight and Fallen Dominion, and I finish by Lightbringer and Arcane Sapper. He has nearly no chance of win, and I put in the substitution Witch, who is coming and doing his ultimate pretty fast, and she's really pain in the ass in this mode of the game. So, we can see how is the fight. But more or less, even by the control of the net, it will be without any problem. Okay, I get the ultimate. Fallen Dominion is dead. Rose Fencer is dead. Ultimate of Sorceress. And the fight is already over. Even if he kill one of my heroes. Even not. We don't know still. Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant will kill my... No, he didn't do. So, like you see, even without substitution, I kill this team pretty fast. It was just an example of the fight. What I want to attract your attention, it's about the building of the team. Don't pick in first time your tank, first of all. It's the main point. If you are picking Dwarf Warrior, your enemy is not stupid. He say, haha, he picked Dwarf Warrior, and especially if it's in the first team, he has all solution already without to think more. The same if you pick in your team, if you are picking a strategic character in first position, it's mistakes. You are not picking Evil Rabbit in first, you are not picking Master Mage in first, you are not picking Turtle Fighter or a tank in first choice. It's really important I will do more video in the futures about War of God, because I believe that these features will be crazy attractive. The minus of that is the time consuming, because you have to spend a lot of time to grow up, especially after level 20. Level 1 till 15, it's easy. For anybody, it's easy, because even for low level, you will grow up little by little, and as far as you never go down, if you are playing enough, you will be level 15. After level 15, it's a gap by level. It means when you are level 16, you can't go down till level 15, but you can stay in level 16, because every time that you will win some stars, you can lose these stars till the next level. And after level 20, you can win the stars, and you can also lose stars and levels. So level 20, you go level 22, you lose 6 times in the row, and you are level 20, unfortunately for you. So to reach the legend, it's difficult. To reach the level 15, it's easy. To reach the level 20, it's not so hard, and after level 20, it's a real beginning of the match. So, it's all for today. I hope you understand a little better how it's working. Don't hesitate in comment to ask me some question about this War of God. For me, it's a real pleasure to play this game and to play these features who give a second life definitively for this game. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.